What is
Roger, the
up?
same description
We
we
are
had
here to
before.
do a discussion and analysis on the Haitian unit's crew structure, army structure. This is a request by someone's name who I happen to forget. So if you
I'll try to
guys
find
want
it.
specific videos, you can request it in the comment section and I might get to them. But yeah, so you see the pic, right, Draco?
Yeah.
So right off the bat, do you think there's anyone who got more than they deserved or less than they deserved?
Hmm. I thought Shosui, he had like, I don't know if he was a thousand commander all the time. I assume he was, because like, I'm pretty sure they mentioned it before. I thought he
I
would get
thought he
more,
was too.
like, yeah. It seems like N wasn't a thousand man commander before, but Shosui was, and he had a thousand. He was a whole cavalry unit himself before. So I thought that he might just get reinforced with some like infantry and shit, make him like a 3K commander. Especially since Kyokai got like a fucking 5K commander boost. 2K. So I assume that like he himself would get something like that. If that
Yeah,
makes
If
sense.
we're talking about just Shin's army, I feel like the placements are fair. I mean, I don't exactly think N deserves to be on the same standing as like Garo, Naki, Sugen, but at the
Yeah,
same time, I do think he deserves a 1,000 man commander. I think all of them do. So at first, I
yeah,
kind of wanted like people like Garo and Naki to get more troops, but at the same time, I'm like, all right, if they all deserve a 1,000 man commander, it's not bad to like split it up evenly amongst capable commanders. And even though like I don't feel like N's the best lieutenant, like overall capabilities wise, or even Sosui, I feel like you can definitely argue they're the best leaders of the unit. So just the fact that they have the same 1,000 man to command, but they're lieutenants just for their leadership, I think is fair. Even though obviously someone like Naki would be better, he's not as close with the unit yet, and Garo, he's like more of a leader for the Dukyo troops. So I think it's kind of fair. I mean, Denyu's kind of wild, but he would make for a good destructive unit, I guess. I think where the problem comes in is like you were about to mention, like Hyokai's unit. She has a whole 5K men, and it just doesn't seem like anyone relevant's leading them. I feel like someone should
I was
transfer
just
over.
gonna say that. Yeah, like he's no one of name. Like that's kind of bad thing Hard did. They're just bodies. I don't know why he was like. I guess because he's trying to still keep her amongst the Haitian unit, so she's still gonna utilize the Haitian unit names that we're used to. But like for us to realistically think she's a relevant 5K commander besides herself, like look at every other 5K commander unit that we notice. They have other relevant pieces in it that you like go to like a lieutenant or something. I only know one lieutenant that she has was her head of her scouting unit. I don't even know if he's alive or not. But
Yeah,
that's
just the
about it.
fact that she has 3,500 infantry, like that could have been hype for Sugan. He could have been leading almost 4K men.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about for sure. Like especially if she's like, it's up to her though. Maybe she has. I don't even think she's like a person that would like trust someone new over what she has in the Haitian unit. So like even though she has like 5K men, it's never like the like every arc. It seems like all 8K are being led by Shin. Like they're all being utilized by him. So like I don't know why she wouldn't like want to integrate. Maybe for reasons we don't know. Want to integrate like some of the leaders of the Haitian unit into her own group in
Maybe
terms of
she
leading
did get more
men.
commanders, but they just haven't been mentioned. And once we actually
Yeah,
focus on our army, then they will. That's my
for
only
sure. Like,
guess.
but then like, how long has she been a commander though? Since whenever, like I think we Fire Dragon or something, she got like 1,000 men or something or 2,000 men. Like she hasn't really the entire. That's a shit ton of men, and they still didn't focus on it. So I don't know if they'll focus on it anytime soon. I feel like they'll just go with what I was saying. Like it's just Shin's unit, even though she like has her own 5K. They're under Shin.
I feel that, but even though it was big before, like now it's 5K. This is the size of like Ohan or Moten's unit before this war concluded. That's like a fucking
Yeah,
crazy amount if you think about it that way. So
that's what I was thinking about. Like I would expect to see someone of note, but I'm surprised it hasn't been shown. But like you said, we still have time to show it. Before we get to the guy that had the comment is 2C Sam Socks. Amazing name.
yeah,
Amazing
that's why I
name.
didn't remember. That's a weird ass name.
Yeah.
But we'll see with Kyokai's unit. I feel like the fact that that Aizen dude came over from Moten, it kind of like gives me the vibes that this is the time where we see new people, like in general. Ohan's unit and
Yeah.
then maybe Kyokai's as well. So we'll see.
That
But
is
for now,
true.
I feel like it is weird how like these heavy hitters in the Haishin unit they don't get to lead more men because they're like stuck at 10k because they're not counting in Kyokai's unit.
But you know what's crazy though, right? Like, even though he's leading 1,000 men, Sugen is like, isn't he like the infantry commander? It seems like he like, is he like the infantry commander, right? So like he kind of has 1,000 men, but he's like in charge of the entire infantry. If that makes sense, even those of other peoples. You know what I'm saying?
Uh, I get what you're saying, but I don't feel like the infantry is all in one place. Like I feel like he has the right to command them if he
Yeah.
needs to, but
But when I'm saying when they're there, yeah, like if it's like
yeah,
a full
yeah.
on scrum, yeah, he's like the leader of them. Yeah. So at least he has a special title like that. But like Dine and Denyu, I expected to like, like I thought Dine would have more because he's always like shown as like being one of like the heavy hitters for the high. I don't know anything remarkable he has done himself, but he seems to be always like getting like Shin's back, like motivating him, like putting him back into the game, and he's always like in the thick of things. Him and Garo are always shown to me when they're in the thick of things.
The thing is,
Like
it seems
fucking
like
struggling.
Ryusen has a worse position than Dene and Hero. And Dene and Hero, they're kind of like the same character, but they're like fierce. They're kind of like shitty versions of Kano, but they don't really match up to Ryusen or Denyu.
Yeah.
So I feel like if anything, Ryusen should have been one of the 1K commanders over Denyu.
Is Denyu okay? Hold up. Ryusen is the one that. Which one is Ryusen? I know there's like two big buff dudes.
He's the stronger one of the two.
The one like that had a kid at home, I guess, or is he like
Yeah,
the
that
older
guy.
one? Yeah, that's Denyu.
No, that's Ryusen.
Okay, yeah. I always thought Denyu was better than him. That is him having been ahead of him.
Nah, apparently Ryusen is like 3 times stronger than Denyu or some shit.
Yeah, but like in terms of like other shit though, like he was like pretty raw when he came into the army. And, like Denyu was like, I'm pretty sure like a while back he was like a 1,000 man commander himself, with like a 500 man commander before Ryusen was. He was always ahead of him in the pecking order.
I don't think he was ever like 500 man commander, dude. I think
I'm
he was
pretty
300
sure,
man.
bro.
I'm
He was
pretty
like
sure at
maybe
Sai they
way
were
higher.
both 300 man commanders.
You say?
I said I'm pretty sure at Sai and Coalition they were both 300 man commanders.
Maybe I'm okay. Yeah. What about like way fire dragons and Kokyo Hills? Maybe they were really meshing them there, honestly.
He didn't really do anything.
Besides almost die.
Yeah, that's his bread and butter now. Almost die and bait them into thinking he died.
Yeah, and always like picking up Kyoka when he's dead.
Yeah. But so I think Ryusen should be higher. I feel like everyone's at least deserving of their rank. I feel like the fact that again the Haishin unit's stuck at 10k because Kyokai's isn't counted as part of it for some reason, it really limits them. But if we just look at the rank they have and the limit they have, I think everyone's worthy of it and it's decent. Like
Yeah, it's
Sosui, obviously
impressive,
he
but
deserves to be 1,000 man commander. He's adept at tactics. He's good at logistics. He's pretty strong with his unit. Strong enough to like
very
survive a
flexible.
Gaimo blow.
Yeah, he's flexible too. Like he can like help out anybody who's like 1,000 man cavalry unit. Like you
He's
said,
like
he's
a
like
better
always,
N in a sense.
yeah. I don't think he has like the same like leadership skills as N, but like he makes it up with like his other shit.
I would say their leadership is fairly comparable, but N did have good leadership feats in the recent arc.
That's what I'm saying. Like Hara made a point to like point that out for N. Why didn't he never really showed that. He's supposed to be like having a big ass like moment where he leads something. I guess he's really cool with the people he has under him um because they were with him since the old days, like same with Shin's people. So he just has like a big bond with them, huge bond with them.
Sosui did have some good morale boosting moment. I think it was right when they went to the center or when they were about to attack Kinmo. Like around
Yeah, I
there.
remember. I saw it. Yeah, I was reading it today. I don't remember exactly what he did, but like he was like, I saw him like yelling in front. So he must have been the chapter before I started reading that he like hyped them up.
Yeah. So I think as the bona fide quote unquote best leaders of the unit, I feel like them
Yeah,
getting lieutenant is fair. Because like them being lieutenant doesn't really say like they're the best in the unit. And it doesn't have to be that way. So I feel like the fact that again, like them all being 1,000 main commanders, it's fair. Gakure, we haven't seen
yeah,
much of him, but he leads a Dukyo unit. He has good destructive power. He seems like a fairly adept fighter. I would
for
say that's
sure.
worthy of being 1,000 man commander.
I thought I don't know how much was Garo before this, but like Garo and Naki, especially, I thought that would be more. I guess the number that's strict then. They can't really give Naki more men because like it's I feel like they want to keep it still like his unit, the people he can command and shit.
I feel
That's
like
where I thought
Naki, he would have been an easy candidate for like 3,000 man commander in Kyokai's unit.
like I 100% see that. And I don't know why they like the same question we asked before. Like they didn't really want to integrate them, but if they did, Naki having more men, like I don't know, serve his purpose more was this flanks and shit being more impactful.
Yeah, especially since Kyokai also serves that purpose in a sense. Like she's always the aide that just comes in and pulls some tactic that helps them out. Like that's pretty much Naki's job.
Yeah, and Naki can serve like to become the Akakin of this unit. Unless it's
Pretty much already
crazy.
was this arc. Like he wasn't as impressive, but he didn't really get a chance to be as impressive because he had
Akakin is
people above him.
crazy. Like, I was reading and like one of the like supreme leaders of the Akko army, like under Akko, was like I'm always like he wasn't even like a supreme leader with a 2K commander, right? And Akakin was 1K commander, and he like ordered him to do something, and one of like the guy's soldiers was like, "Who? How dare you order a 2K commander what to do?" And the guy was like, "Let him be." Like I'm always like grateful to have this guy when shit gets tough. So he has like a lot of respect throughout like the entire army of Akko. Shit,
Yeah.
Akakin's too
I'm
good.
guessing that's why they feel like he has a personality problem because he doesn't care about ranks and he just talks shit.
Yeah, he seems like he's like a regard for authority, like you were saying. I think in one street.
Danza definitely seems like he respects him a lot too.
Yeah, sure. And like who was it? The guy that was that Danzo, the one that was like ahead of Badanji in the left, that told him to go to center and help out Oten and them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy for sure respects him a lot.
But back to Naki. I mean, Naki has it all pretty much. He's stronger than Raido.
Um,
He's pretty fucking smart. He's had good tactical feats throughout the arc. He stopped Keisha. He
yeah,
made
he
Kinmo's
understood
plan
that.
pretty
Yeah,
much irrelevant. Even though he did get
true.
caught by the initial arrow fire, he still made up for it because he reacted well from that point on. He was able to scout through Chogayu's army and stop him from getting to Bananji at least. And then he came in to help Shin after Bananji died. I mean, Chogayu died to help him against his elites. He
He
also
did
put
really
in
well
work
against
against Gyoen's army, albeit
yeah,
Shin
yeah.
maneuvered him in a good spot, but he still put in work.
He's like, wait, who destroyed our units? And he was like Naki. And then, I don't know if it was another unit too, but I think Naki killed both. I was pretty impressed by him. He fucking like wiped out two entire units for Guillaume, who was like super strong.
Yeah, Naki's been getting a lot of low key feats.
Yeah, for
And
real, bro.
you love to
I
see
don't
it.
know if he's like Rider level, but he's like getting some shot.
You put two Rhinos together, you might have a half a Naki.
Yeah, Rider is the shit talker, bro. Like I don't know, maybe Naki is telling the truth. Like I don't think he was
All
like
I'm saying is Naki doesn't come off as the cocky, arrogant guy.
sure. That's the bad part. Yeah, sure. But maybe he just truly believes that because he never really seen Rider like go all out.
But I don't know why you'd compare himself in that sense, like, because that's just what a
Because
cocky person
he was
does.
bullying Rido men, right? So like
Yeah.
I guess that's the reason that was used.
But there's no reason to make like such a fucking exact comparison if you're not cocky, if you don't know.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Not fucking Naki would have been like he's cool dude. I guess he'd have been sick in the Conky army, but that guy like that flanker guy does similar things to him. His cavalry unit.
I guess. We'll see what's up with that guy.
Yeah,
And then we got Gero. I think he's pretty much a better Gakurai because I think he's stronger. But I
he
guess they're
gets
pretty
way more
comparable.
shine.
Yeah, he gets
Way
way
more
more
shine than
shine because his
Gakurai.
character is more unique, but they're pretty comparable
Yeah,
as commanders.
I like when he stepped up to freaking Shin and was like, "Yo, is there anything going on between you and Ten? Like, let us know." Like, man got guts, I guess, to step up to his commander like that. And I feel like that made him like seem like a person like above the rest and like I guess just his
Yeah,
own
even
like
though he's a
understanding.
prick, it like makes for good leadership in a way because I feel like when he was a prick to N in Kokyo, and then after N completed his mission and he said like he was wrong and he respects people like him, I feel like that's like something N needed to be as good of a leader as he is now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like he would like he's like the fucking shit on you tough love type of motivation. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Which is dope. He always has a fucking scowl on his face, and he always put him like he's the guy that would be always next to Shin in like the fucking worst conditions. Him and Dene, like every or Haru, like one of those like old dudes. You would always see them there. And I thought that like he would get more men, like even be promoted to a lieutenant, just because how much like he's always like advising Shin and stuff. Like he advises Shin more than like any other one on this list that isn't a lieutenant. Like I don't even think Sugan interacts that much or Denyu or Dene. Dene does with Shin, like in terms of like like go out do it or like don't worry about that. We got your back and shit. Like but like he's like Garvey like always talks to him about stuff.
Yeah, I feel like Gaara has a big role to play in the future.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
if
he's
he'll
gonna be
become a
like
general per se because I don't know how good he is at tactics, but I could see him being a 5K commander.
yeah, he's gonna rise up. He's gonna like rise. He's gonna like the cream goes to the top type shit. Like he's gonna be rising up above like the people next to him, like God Kure especially.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
feel
even
like
like
Naki
completely
is the
forgot
only
about Naki.
commander right now, other than Kyokai of course, that deserved general in the future.
Yeah, I
Maybe
thought
Jin.
I would
Maybe
agree
Jin.
with you if it wasn't for like the fact that they just kept him still at 1,000 men after this big promotion. Maybe they don't see him the way we do. Maybe he's just like a special unit.
Well, that was his specialty. He didn't like just being a normal commander. He wanted to be the guy that has the easy jobs, quote unquote.
Yeah. For me like right now, maybe I don't know how that guy Kanto. I thought he was gonna be on this list because he's like I felt like Hara was grooming him to be like one of Shin's right hand men in his inner circle as he grows as a unit, and he has like the potential to. But I guess he's doing it slowly. I think that guy might be a general, and like you said, Kyokai and Ten. Even if I don't even think Ten would ever be like. I guess they might just give her a title general, but she's always gonna be a strategist because she doesn't really have like a title to her. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't like go through the ranks like normal people.
Yeah, it's still pretty weird how she doesn't have a title. I could see Kanto becoming one, but I guess
This guy, bro.
this fucking guy, man. But I guess he didn't really, like really do anything major in this war, so I guess it's fair for him not to be one.
Yeah, I just thought that he's gonna like take over for Shusui's will and stuff, and like possibly like lead them the way Shusui led them. So like even maybe like 10 men, I guess, to start, but like he'll do like great things, more exceeding 10 men in the next arc or something, and that give him like maybe like 500 men or something. He needs
Say
to be
that
like
again. I was typing
promoted.
to this guy.
I was saying like he like I felt like he was like being groomed to take over Shoso's will, the way like they interact with each other. Like he like similar to Shin that came from nothing and trying to grow in his unit the same way Shin grew as a person. So I thought they're gonna give him some men, this like maybe 100 men, but like I might have been too ambitious to say that because he was the full soldier. But didn't Shin get like 100 men right off the bat? That was a special unit, I guess. So like I thought he
Uh,
was gonna get like
did he get 100 man? It was
no,
at
he was a
Bio,
five
right?
man squad leader. He was a 5 man squad leader first. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he got promoted to 100 men, just like a special unit at Bio.
That's
I'm
kind of
pretty sure.
wild. So he was a 5 man squad leader after what he did in Dakan Plains. Like he killed a general.
Yeah, remember how they did like Mr. Cavalry, like as he became I don't know. They were calling him Mr. Cavalry before like he came in. I don't know. I'd have to reread it. But I'm pretty sure like he was a special unit named by Oki at Bio that he gave him 100 men.
Yeah, it's
So
definitely
like
where he got his unit name at least.
yeah,
Bio.
but I'm pretty sure like he had a horse before then too, like as some armor and a house. So maybe that's like more like of a 10 man commander or something to get that 5 man commander.
Maybe it was
Whatever.
100, but there's no point in dwelling on it.
Yeah. So I thought it was gonna be the same thing with Kanto, and eventually like this arc will far exceed that of whatever his rank is, and they're promoted to like a 500 man commander. Same with like how Kyokai gets big boosts in her rank due to how she performs. What do you think is the next like upgrade for Shin's army? Like after this arc, do you think he gets increased a bit, or like it takes a while to grow your army like that? They might do a whole like recruiting session, you know?
I could see them getting to 20k just because that's a good number. Like Aiko has that many.
That'll,
Mako
that'll
had
be
that
dope.
many.
That'll
It's
be
just like a
perfect for
good
everyone
solid
next
number
year.
for a general to have.
Yeah. Do you think that is gonna be 20K because they gave Kyokai 10? They gave him 10.
Nah, it's
That'll
gonna
be
be
so
20k because Heki joins. You know what I'm saying?
that'll be dope. But like we have N, so no, I'm joking. Heki like is better than N, obviously. People are saying Behave better than Heki. I think it was Twale or someone was saying Behave better than Heki. Crazy.
I think he meant as a combatant, and that might be facts.
Yeah.
Might just be facts.
Yeah, killing Rosa confirmed.
Yeah, he's killing Super Rose on Yan.
So like I feel like we like covered the top people like N, Shosui, Kyokai. We talked about how she's weird and like the 3 people here. It's like, yeah,
How good do you think Sugan is at tactics?
that's a good point. He is like leading a shit ton of infantrymen and like knows how to like. I feel like he's the same thing with Shosu. Like he not like you know how Shosu was like they're trying to like see the view that Shin has. I feel like he has it to a level higher than Shosu, like where you can like see the battlefield and like at least at least to the level of the infantry higher than most people, so he can maneuver his men that way and like
I could see that.
reinforce whatever he needs to reinforce and shit like that.
He did create that trap like hella quick when
Yeah,
Yone's men were going in.
yeah, for sure. That was and like wasn't he like he and wasn't like Kyokai using him and her to create the trap, and he was like really leading his men well enough to make that trap. That shows like how he understands what Kyokai was going at right away. So like he understands like you said, he has adapting tactics. I at least think he knows how to like maneuver his infantry and like plug in where he needs to plug in and shit like that.
Yeah, for sure. I'm excited for him.
I wouldn't be surprised if he becomes a general as well. I don't know how good at attack, but he's just like a stick fighter, and like he has experience leading so much men throughout the time he's been fighting.
Yeah, I feel like he has the natural abilities to possibly get good enough in tactics to make it work too.
Yeah.
Just really depends on how committed he is. Like, I want to see if Kyokai is
I
willing
don't
to
want him to
teach more of
die
him.
next arc. We already lost Soso or something. I don't want him to die anytime soon.
Shit, I want him to make it to EOS.
Yeah, for sure.
What's
My
up,
bad,
Twale?
guys.
No
What's up?
problem, bro.
We were just
You
talking
came
about the the Haishin unit structure.
Mm.
Yeah. You posted a picture, or Jonky's posted a picture of it, and General said, "Want to take a look?" And we
Yeah, I
talked
see
about
it.
most of them, like up to let's say Sugan, Denyu, and Dene. We talked about Shosu, and what's your thoughts on and being like? Do you see
Let's
anybody
just
that
pose
has
the
like?
same question to Twale. So, Twale, do you
Yeah.
think what everyone got is fair?
Um, mm, no, no. Cario 10 should at least have 1,000 people under her for both messengers and bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? Just
That's fair.
I don't know, 100 people. She has
For
the
sure.
same the same amount of people as Bihei. Like it's weird.
Like,
I
what do you
didn't
think about her
expect.
like not having a rank though? Like, she's still a strategist. I thought she'd like be given like a, because we expect her to be a general maybe at one point. So like, the fact that she doesn't have a rank is kind of weird to us.
Yeah, but I feel like it's gonna be now where like the Haishin unit is an army. I feel like now is gonna be the time where like she's gonna do more shit on her own, and that will like not force, but that will like give Shihekun and them more like reason to give her her own unit, her own command structure.
Okay.
But as of right now, she's just you know what I'm saying. She's just been the strategist. Like I believe she can be a strategic commander, but so far she's only been like the strategist for the Haishin unit. So once she starts doing things on her own, I can see her rising in like the actual Quinn military ranks.
But it's almost been like she's been doing things on her own just as the leader, as like the de facto leader. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, but it's kind of like what you always saying. It's like when she does something strategic without Shin and Kyokai, that's when it'll be more impressive, and that's when like they'll start to see her as just more than just a basic strategist. Because it's kind of like something with what's his name, Gaimo strategist. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know if he has like an actual like
I was
military
thinking
rank,
about him
but
too.
he's
Yeah.
just Gaimo strategist, and he runs the army. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like
I
he
thought he
had
was a general, just based off the fact that you're saying he runs the entire army. So if you're doing that, you should be like at least a
That
general.
is a general too, but we don't really know the semantics of how that works.
right.
Yeah.
I knew he had his own squad because like he was telling Gaimo like me and my men are out, but like I didn't know if he was like a 1,000-man commander or general. You know, I didn't know what he was. So I feel like she's gonna be more along those levels. Like she'll be the strategist of the army, but she'll have her own squad that can do certain shit.
Yeah. I see what
And
you
I
mean.
thought Kyokai would have more cavalry.
I was.
Well, fuck, I had this glitch again. I'm gonna have to restart.
Yeah, but